Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Morning.
I rise to table the Statistics, Census of Population and Housing Order 2025, made in accordance with the authority granted under the Statistics Act 2002. The order formally declares May 20th, 2026 as Census Day for Bermuda. Mr. Speaker, a national census is one of the most important exercises undertaken by any modern society. It is the only process that captures comprehensively, uniformly, and reliably the full picture of who we are as a country. The census tells us how our population is changing, how our communities are evolving, and what our people need to thrive. In short, it allows us to fill the gaps between assumptions and evidence. This is why the theme for the 2025 census is appropriately Fill the Gap. Data collection for the 2026 Census and Population and Housing will take place from May 21st, 2026 to March 31st, 2027. The Statistics Act 2000 requires that a census of population and housing in Bermuda be taken in the year 2010, and from time to time thereafter, provided that, as directed by the order, a census is taken at least once every 10 years. The last census was conducted in Bermuda in 2016, and therefore the next census is scheduled for 2026. Mr. Speaker, the census is of critical importance to the government and the people of Bermuda. It is a comprehensive count of Bermuda's population and dwelling units, and collects data on our geographic, demographic, social, and economic characteristics, making it a rich source of invaluable statistical information. Census data informs long-term planning for housing, healthcare, education, labor, transport, and social services. It identifies movements in our workforce, helps us to understand demographic trends, population growth, immigration, and shifts in housing composition, and can highlight inequalities that may otherwise remain hidden. Without accurate and complete data, we are essentially planning in the dark. Mr. Speaker, I want to stress that the success of the census and the quality of the information we produce from the data collected depends entirely on the participation of Bermuda's people. Every household, every family, every individual counts. When you participate, you help ensure that decisions being made today and for the future generations are rooted in real lived experiences of our community. Everyone's participation is how we can capture up-to-date data to support in-depth analysis and inform data-driven decision-making. Mr. Speaker, the Department of Statistics will undertake a robust public awareness campaign so that all residents understand how the census works, how their information is protected, and why their participation matters. As always, strict confidentiality provisions under the Statistics Act will ensure that personal information is safeguarded and used in aggregate only for statistical purposes. Mr. Speaker, with Census Day set for May 20th, 2026, next year's data collection for the 2026 Census and Population and Housing will commence on May 21st. Census data will be collected using various means, including online, telephone, or personal interviews. Mr. Speaker, a sample of the census topics that will be in the questionnaire next year include demographic characteristics such as sex, race, language, and religion, birthplace, immigration, health, marital status, economic activity, income, household members and visitors, dwelling characteristics, and immigration. Mr. Speaker, the census is our opportunity to fill the gap between what we think and what we know, between perception and reality, between outdated data and the needs of today's Bermuda. I therefore encourage every resident of Bermuda to support the 2026 census. Remember, Census Day is May 20th, 2026, and participate when data collection begins on the 21st of May, 2026. Together, we can build a clear and accurate picture of our island and help shape policies that reflect who we truly are. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.